And I have deposed Michael Cohen. I have met with him a number of times to prepare him.
If you're still on the fence about Donald Trump being gagged, being silenced in the Stormy Daniels hush money misdemeanor case, if you still believe that his words have endangered and attacked the judge's family, and if you still don't believe Donald Trump when he says that there are weaponized government forces abusing the justice system to come after him, well, what you just saw is Connecticut Representative Dan Goldman accidentally admitting to meeting with Michael Cohen to prepare him to testify against Donald Trump. And I'm going to show that one more time because it's important.
And I have deposed Michael Cohen. I have met with him a number of times to prepare him.
Just think about this for just a second, man. Look at it objectively. You know, the people who tell you that you're crazy for thinking that what's happening to Donald Trump is wrong, that it's election interference, those same people have actual Democrat operatives, sitting U.S. Congress people from Connecticut, preparing a citizen to testify in a state case to convict the Republican nominee for president of a business-related 8-year-old misdemeanor process crime. A prosecution that's being run by a guy who literally stepped down from Biden's Department of Justice to become a lesser-paid city prosecutor in a city that doesn't actually prosecute most of the crimes that are committed. And on top of that, they gagged the defendant from telling the world that the judge's daughter is a paid Democrat operative. And of course, one of her clients, because you can't make this stuff up, one of the men that has given her almost $200,000 is, of course, Connecticut Representative Dan Goldman. And I'm sorry, man, but no matter what side you're on, there is no way that any of that passes a smell test. And, you know, these things, they always take me back to the very same place. If Donald Trump was half as evil, half as bad as these people say, would they need to reimagine 8-year-old misdemeanors and turn those into crimes? And if these cases really were justice, would they need to gag the guy? Would they need shady backroom manipulations? I mean, wouldn't the Democrats be going out of their way to avoid the way this looks, to avoid any impropriety? I mean, the truth is, they don't care. Of course they're not going to go out of their way. They do not care if they get caught doing any of these things. They know no one's going to care, and they know no one's going to be able to do anything about it. You got imaginary crimes, crooked judges, government officials involved in preparing the witness, and this is the star witness.
My name is Michael Cohen, and for years, I was the personal lawyer for a notoriously bad man.
Michael Cohen.
Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen.
Trump lawyer and fixer Michael Cohen.
I fixed his problems, both professional and personal, gaining power, wealth, and notoriety for myself in the process, and I paid the price for it.
President Trump's longtime personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, is going to jail.
Michael Cohen left his apartment and then headed to federal prison.
The judge has just sentenced Michael Cohen to 36 months.
Since then, I've been on a journey of redemption, working to set things right with my family, my friends, my country, speaking truth to power and calling it like I see it, in my books Disloyal and Revenge, and on my podcast Mea Culpa. But now I'm paying it forward, wielding the tools that I've learned for regular people in trouble. The little guy doesn't usually have access to people with my particular set of skills, but that's all about to change. I'll work with you, offering expertise, advice, and solutions to fix your problem. Together, we'll change your life. I am your fixer.
All right, man. If you are a halfway normal person with a remotely working brain, you would see that and you would think it's got to be some kind of parody, man. It's just too crazy. It's insane. But if you're the Democrat Party, if you're Dan Goldman, it's not parody. I mean, it's real. You're going to call this guy, you're the fixer's first customers. But if you're watching this trial unfold, you have to imagine that these are the fixer's last customers. This thing is going nowhere. I mean, even in deep blue New York, it's going nowhere, man. And I think the case is going to be the thing, honestly, that gets Donald Trump reelected, proving everything he ever said correct. And we're going to have a whole lot to learn about ourselves based on these last 4 years, man, and what the Democrats have been able to get away with, been able to do. And we have got to find a way to make sure this stuff ends. You know, these people like Dan Goldman, they've got to be held accountable, man. I don't know what accountability looks like. I'm sure that they're slimy enough to have not actually broken laws with their severely unethical behavior, but I don't know. I mean, maybe Dan Goldman has some 8-year-old misdemeanor out there somewhere that someone can exploit. But That's just my take, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. And if you haven't already, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.